Good day to everybody out there to see thy wealth, water your health, drink a glass of water. And I was just sitting here thinking while I was out here on the porch, as I just finished walking through my garden, when was people going to tell me, or how come we never really heard of being in the garden as a really good form of exercising as we look over at the garden? Because I started this garden thing about 2 weeks ago, as far as like raking and picking up stuff and, just trying to get a feel for what I wanted to do and where I wanted to do it at. And then I started to dig and squat and lean over and all that stuff. And I wake up the next day and I'm sore for the next 2 to 3 days. And it's like, this is a great thing. I mean, because most people never really speak about that, especially from, the background that I come from. It is always you got to lift weights or something like that, or push-ups and all that great. Look, I don't mind working out, but this is really incredible to get a great workout from actually producing the food that you eat. And then as we look over here, we have the mango trees that still haven't started to, I haven't seen any fruit on these ones, but the one up front, there's been some fruit that has been starting to grow on that one. So I'm waiting to see these, what they do. We're not going to do much with those this year because we got other things to tend to, but next year we'll start to get those together. We may start those at this year too, but the rainy season's coming, so excuse me, I'm not sure what we're going to do with that. Anyhow, let me know what y'all think. Do you guys garden? Let me know what y'all think in the comments, in regards to, what do you want to see me plant? I already know what I'm planting. I have some watercress, arugula, callaloo, cucumbers, and I planted some okra as well. I was supposed to plant, I still may plant today because I think it's supposed to start raining. I should still plant it anyway, even if it is raining. But I think I'm going to plant some cilantro, some tomato, lavender, basil, oregano, and maybe a few others to kind of build up a little bit more over here. And hopefully we can get this lady here with her group of guys to come and get this stuff cleared out of here. So not necessarily, cleared out, and we can get started on, planting more fruit trees, but in this immediate area, and then work on the garden back in the backside, because this is what we want to do here. This is we love the sun, and we love coconuts, but we also want to produce our own food. And I haven't really gotten into the groove of that. I want to make my own juices and smoothies and, basically everything that I eat, I would like to be able to produce. And if I can't produce it, then, try to source it somewhere here. And if I can't source it here, then possibly bring it in from another source, as long as I can, but most of the time I like most of my stuff fresh. I think like dates, I haven't seen anywhere I could get medjool dates. It doesn't have to be medjool. It can be just, I guess, a regular date, just some sweetness there. I haven't found any place I can get those. If anybody is in Belize or know of anything in Belize where you can get some medjool dates or some dates, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Also, if you guys could like the video, that'd be great. So dates is one of the things. I think maybe some olives, some hemp seeds, little things, that I like to have a part of my salads and, things like that. So I'm still looking for places that I can kind of source those. Like everything else, I'll probably be able to create. My blueberries, my blackberries, my strawberries, my raspberries, my acai berries. Every berry I could create here, I believe. Mangoes, papayas, avocado, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, kale, avocado, whatever fruit we want to, squash, watermelon, anything we want to produce here, we pretty much can produce. Maybe some durian. I've never had that before, but I've heard it's a great fruit, tasty fruit, healthy fat. I don't want to say healthy fats, but fats, a good source of fats. I don't say good source of fats, but it's a source of fats. So the food thing is really, really heavy, and that's the first step for me. So we want to take this in steps. I've never done this before. I've never started a food forest. I've never been off grid. I've never, just had my own well. I've never done any of this. This is all new to me. But from what I'm grasping and what my intuition is telling me to do, this is what has come about so far. My next step is to do the garden and to clear out as much as I possibly can here. Food. That's food. And then after that, once that's established, we'll realize what we want to do in regards to where we want to put the chickens, because we got to get some chickens, put those somewhere and get a coop built. And then once those chickens are established, some goats. Figure out what we want to do with the goats. Meanwhile, once we're figuring all of this out, all of this garden is being cultivated. The garden on that, what we call that, the east side is being cultivated. Northeast side is being cultivated. And, the soil is being regenerated and fed and remineralized. I don't want to say remineralized, but I guess added to. Continue to keep building it. That's what we're going to do with the soil. So we can put our fruit trees in, our new fruit trees. And during that process, we are getting our pots with our soil that we have here and planting our mango trees so we can plant them when the soil is ready for those to be planted in. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to just plant right away. We want to build the soil up. Yes, we can plant right away and it'll come, but I think it'll save us in the long run to, at least from what I've read, to get the soil together first and then plant, as opposed to planting first and then try to catch up. So what are we trying? We're not trying to catch up to anything. What are we trying to rush for? I would like to rush this garden, but Mother Nature, 60 to 90 days, we'll get what we need and we'll be able to feed ourselves from that. Other than that, we have other fruit trees here that are producing coconuts, one mango in the front. The Malay apple just produced, I don't know how many apples. You'd have to look to see how much an apple produces per year on Google, at least give an estimate. But it was so many apples in that tree a couple weeks ago, and then to go by there again 2 days ago and there be no apples in the tree. All the apples that were on the ground have completely vanished, back into the soil, or animals have eaten them. So that was good to see. A breadfruit tree that is producing now, and I saw those a couple days ago as well. The Sunsa tree or Sansa, whatever, I can't remember the name of that. The one mango tree is producing up in the front. We have that Sankuya tree that is getting ready to start producing in the next couple months. All of these mangoes is about 50 mango trees right here. So this is incredible, so we just thankful. This is thankful. I'd like to get this garden. I like to get everything going. But I'm being patient. I'm being patient because, I like to get everything done right away, because I can't do it by myself. But of course, I'll get some help. But I'm being patient, and I say that because instead of me having any worker come up here that comes in the yard and say they want to do anything, and me just tugging along with them and bringing them in, and me not being able to trust them, I'm saying, you know what? I'm not, even though I need work done, that I'm lagging on myself, but I can get someone else to do it. But the whole point is to save some money and do this myself. But I think, not what I think. Once I get things going in my system is where I needed to be, then I will do a lot more myself and just have someone to tag along and, help me out with what I need. This is a natural progression. Nothing overnight. And, that's the approach I'm going to take. This is about growing. The rainy season is coming, so it'll be a great time to see how the flow of the water will go, how high the creek will rise, where does the natural water sit? Where does the water naturally sit and pile up and create a small, flow of water? Because I think there's like a little trench, not trench, but I don't know how to pronounce it. I think there's going to be some water. At least Vibrant said that anyway. So we'll see. I mean, it'll be good to see how the land changes and the natural, everything changes. All of these birds, it's just incredible. I like to get some bird food, but they got their own food. I shouldn't be trying to interfere with their ecosystem and feed them, should I? Or should I? I don't know. Anyway, whatever. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Also, could I get y'all to like the video? I appreciate y'all for tapping in. We're over 1,000 subscribers now, man. Let me know what y'all, if y'all could let me know where y'all, actually, let me know where y'all from. If y'all was still watching up until now, we're 11 minutes and I'll probably wrap this up. This is a good amount of time for a video and I can get going with my day. But anyhow, I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Men, women, I don't think there's any adolescents on here, or any people under 18, because I don't put for children on their thing. I put for adults only. But anyway, this is the garden material. We are happy that things are progressing and we're moving along. In the meantime, I have to get going with my day. Thank y'all for tapping in. Peace.